And welcome back everybody to week number 4's video. Today is Monday, so let me give you an update of what we've done so far, or what's been happening at the moment. So you just saw that big doorway or opening that I just walked through, and what's going to go into there is this nice big double door here. So what's really great is that both of these doors will swing out, or actually they'll swing in, meaning they'll both be able to have the capability to open this up really big in case you want to move in some big things like washers, dryers, refrigerators, or things like that you don't have to take a door off of. That's what we really wanted to improve upon in this situation. Take advantage of having a bigger door. So we have one of these picked up at Menards there. We're gonna buy some of the handles or hardware here. It hasn't come in yet, but we plan to have black hardware there. And inside of these doors, you have blinds, which is super nice. So now we've been tinting our doors and windows because it gets really hot over here on the east side of the house because of the sun. So now we have the capability here of dropping the blinds and opening them or cracking them or however we want to allow any certain amount of light to come in. So that's really nice. Over here, you can see our old sliding door that we've been using, and it only just opens half of the doors, and this is just tinted. So it's kind of pointless to have this here because all it is a window and you're just letting a lot of light in, and it is tinted. So it's a lot better upgrade to go with this. This is kind of old school, and now that it's been so old, we probably need to get something new to help with the efficiency of the house as far as heating and cooling. So we're excited to install this really big, nice door out here in the new opening. Okay, so on the east side of the house, if you take a look here, we have a window finally installed. I don't know if I should push on. Oh, no, let's not push on it too much, but if you can see that it's just kind of dry fitted in at the moment, tacked in on the outside, but it's not fully seated in. That'll get done here shortly. But these two windows came from upstairs in our old bedroom, or actually in our bedroom, and we put them here to recycle, reuse them. And so that's already in. We got to still put in a couple other windows. That'll happen later this week. But primarily, if you see these blue boxes that are put in, we finally got some electrical. So for example, we've got outlets about every 8 feet or so, and then we have switches here. Some of these are going to be 3-way switches to control the lights on different portions of the house. And then we've got some electrical going out because those will go to our outside lights, one on each side. And then I'm going to route up individually myself Ethernet to the middle for the other security camera. But all of this is dry wired at the moment. They'll come back here and touch it up. I don't know if you can see this up here at the top. Let's show you. So here at the top, they put spots here that are going to be used for little hockey puck lights or whatever. So we'll have, right now looks like we'll have 8 of those in this area. We'll add some more to the old living room, but that's really going to provide enough light here. We're not going to have any main or center light or ceiling fan here. And that should be enough light because those can get pretty bright. And what's nice about those is that they're dimmable and you can swap them out for different brightnesses if you want really easily. And also you can change on a control box the color temperature if you like warm light, or if you're like me, you like the nice bright cool daylight. Now on the north end of the wall, we decided to add an electrical outlet up here at the top, just in case we want to put a TV on this wall, and then this will be hidden behind the TV. So we have an option here to move TV here and put electrical there to hide the cables of the TVs, which will be nice. If not, it'll just be an empty plate there, which will be fine. It's not going to be terrible looking at. And additional outlets here on the sides. So if we have this, at least, if we need more than 2 outlets, we could always put a power strip hanging on the wall or something. But that's just a future consideration if that's what we plan to do. Now in this corner, we plan to have 4 outlets actually right here, because this is going to be an area where somebody could put a home office, which is what we're going to do. Or future owners of the house, they could also tuck a desk back here for home office use with like a computer, printer, a couple monitors, things like that. So we increased the output of outlets here. We also have a few more double outlets on the sides as well to also give you a lot more available options. And here's also a future consideration as well, is that this area here, we're going to have a ceiling fan, by the way, up there, but this area right here, we could potentially have a wall built here with a door on it, so that it could be more like an office, or potentially a small bedroom as well, since it's got a bathroom and windows here and a closet as well. But you know, that's a future consideration. So that's what this area is for. I mean, it could be, since it's tucked in here in the little square or cubicle area with the bathroom there, you can have all kinds of uses for this little area, especially a workstation, I think. So let's walk into the bathroom where the door will be. Right here will be the vanity and light fixture up there. And we're gonna turn you guys around this way so you can kind of see what would be on the inside of the wall. Here we've got a light switch for the vanity, light and fan switches for a combination of a light and fan together. That'll be here. And a cool little blue wire. I believe that's going to be then for the fan, it looks like. Yep, because it's up there at the top coming down. So that's where our fan's gonna be, our ventilation fan. And so the electrical is all coming together nicely right now. We'll see how it looks like in a couple of days. And earlier today, we had Paul from Morrolina Construction here, along with the electrician, going through all of the different options and possibilities of putting the lights and where we want switches and all of the puck lights. So it's really nice that they want to work with you as you're building the construction here so that you get what you want. And things can change after the blueprint. So things did change a little bit. We wanted, or originally on the blueprint, there were 6 puck lights and we were able to increase it to 8 and add a light eventually for the closet. So that's really nice that they're able to work with you, be flexible, and you get what you want. So let's take a look at that. Yeah. Well, Janet, you have to talk to her, I guess.
What?
Oh, the lights set up. So originally there was no light in the closet. Now you want to put it in there?
Yeah, because the other one went from 2 lights, we had 3 over there. So 1 came over and we're adding that.
Right.
So
And then we added one out here.
oh yeah, 1 on each side. We're adding 2 lights.
That's kind of why I wanted to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get it on paper and get it final.
Yeah, because we added the outdoor one and we
Yeah.
added the front.
But then if you're opening this up and switching
And that light's on it.
over here, and you're having to walk over here to open the plug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then now we're getting into a switch of light. I just wanted to finalize it because then I can go back and say, hey, what do we have on the interior and figure it out. If they're gonna put one in there, but I would imagine it's dedicated to it. Either full chain or you're gonna want to switch.
So here we are in the crawl space, and one of the things that we didn't even notice or think about was adding maybe additional support in between the floor joists underneath the floor in the kitchen. So we're here in the crawl space, and above this is that column that will support the 2nd story opening. So it's good that we've got support all the way from the top to the bottom here. So it's going to be nice and strong, and we shouldn't have any issues then. Over here in the crawl space directly under our island is now all of the water pipes here. They're going to come back and put some straps here to hold these up because they're going to be a little bit weak there on their own. But you can see we've got water now for the sink and the dishwasher, and then also we've had old pipes there that were used for controlling the outdoor water, so now they've added an additional pipe there for the on-off there, so in the wintertime I can shut off the water so that nothing freezes or pipes burst, you know. So that's good. That's all set up down here. And again, you can see previously a couple weeks ago all of this piping right here, that is to the new bathroom, and it's connected to the old exit here. And obviously the new bathroom has hot and cold as well, that you can see right there. So all of this down here is pretty easy to work in. It looks like it's all coming together, almost finished basically. Once they get these straps up, they're pretty much done, I think, with routing the water, and then we'll be ready to go. Well, okay, I just came home on lunch break right now. I did not even know they were going to start working on the wall, so I got behind here on the footage. I was hoping to do at least some kind of time-lapse footage, but since not, I guess we're gonna have to get a late start on that, but look what it looks like now. All of this back here, we never even had any OSB board. It was all blue styrofoam insulation, then drywall. So it looks pretty cool now to see the skeleton, and then from this angle, you can actually kind of see or imagine how much bigger this whole area is gonna be. It's gonna look really nice. So I'm actually in my bedroom window looking out. You guys can see the roof now. What do you guys think of that? They got that done really fast. In that drone footage, that was probably taken 10 minutes or so after they started, and they were working quite fast. There's a big group of people helping each other out. 2 groups have started or whatever, one handing shingles, one doing the nailing, and wow. Really impressed. If you guys ever need somebody to do shingles, I know the guy to call. All right, here we are on the inside. This right here is a temporary wall that's going to support the ceiling until we can put a beam here in the middle. We're going to have to put another temporary ceiling out there in the addition, and that way we can safely remove the studs here from the old existing part of the house. Once we do that, then we can shove up a couple of beams this way, and we'll have a post, a supporting column over there on the left here. And so that's the current situation right now. We're getting a lot of progress. I hope it doesn't take too much longer, but you never know. It's probably going to take about a week. But the sooner that gets done, the sooner we can kind of start living again and have our couch and TV and living room back a little bit while they start finishing up the touches in the addition with the drywall. All right, here we are on Wednesday, day number 3 of week number 4. We have the cabinets dry fitted at the moment here. We have 5 big cabinets, actually 4 main cabinets. This one's going to be for our sink. We're going to have a little cabinet space underneath. And then the garbage disposal, obviously, and a switch for that somewhere. We haven't decided what we're going to do exactly. And then this section here is reserved for the dishwasher. So let's get a good look of these nice cabinets here. No hardware yet. We bought some hardware. They just need to get installed here. But what I really like about these drawers is that if you close them, they're soft close. If you throw them hard enough, they'll close on their own. And then all of the drawers here, they're nice and easy to open and close. Their builder's great, but you know, they're nice and neat and good looking there. Get a look of that. That is what the granite top is going to look like. So this is what the granite's going to look like. On a bigger scale, we'll see a few more specks of the gold here, I guess, and a little bit of the vein looks here, but this is called the Maharaja or whatever, Maharaja or something like that. That's Stone Design, if you want to check them out in Indianapolis. But that's what we got going on here. That'll be sticking out of the edge about 1 3/4 inches, and then it'll be about 10 inches sticking out of the edge there so that you can actually have some stools and sit down and be able to enjoy a little bit of a table. If you take a look at how our floor originally was, we have this tile, right? So they had to peel up all of the old tile right here. And so what they did is then they put a layer of wood here so that the cabinets have something nice and even and level to sit on. So that makes it look really good. We still have to do some finishing touches on the leveling there, but right now overall it's looking pretty good. So if you're ever curious about how do they build an island or how an island is constructed, more or less this is how we're doing it. We've got cabinets that are all kind of stuck together here, and then in the middle we've got a divider separating the middle of the cabinets. This is going to be the wall so that we can get electrical outlets or electrical boxes in there. And I'll show you over here real quick. And also having this wall in the middle, you're able to hide all of your water lines as well. This is going to be our outside spigot water line and the home water line on the right, but then the sink and the dishwasher will run off of those on the left, and then the outward drain in the middle, of course. Yep, so we're out here in the addition. We just got these 2 doors installed that we really like. I installed the handle so far. I haven't put in the electronic lock yet, but these will be nice. It is dark, by the way, and it's raining and everything. I'm doing this video kind of late at night. And we have blinds in here, which is nice. Like I mentioned, no need to tint those anymore. And we have now windows over here installed. Let's take a look. All right, here's the concept of the windows. This used to be a concept for having a big window. We decided to split this in half and just use singles here. These are extras, don't pay attention to those. And this came from our kitchen. It'll be a smaller window here on this side of the addition. All right, so this is a longer video because they've done a lot of work. They stayed till 10 p.m. last night, and then on Saturday today, we even had the electrician work about 8 hours today. So there's a lot packed into this video. As you can see behind me, we just took out the wall completely, and now you can really see the open space in the addition. Let's check it out. So when they opened this up, we had to put some supports, right? So we have a big, massive support column here to support a beam here and a beam here. And we had to do a little bit of extra work and cut the ceiling here and cut out the old joist that was here, or all of the joists were connected to a piece of wood here. And so what we had to do is cut each one so that we could fit this support beam all the way across. If we didn't do that, the support beam would be a little bit lower and it would actually divide the room a little bit more and you can see it. I mean, of course they would drywall and everything, but this is gonna make it a lot more of a cleaner look and a more seamless look. And those guys definitely knew what they were doing and they were able to knock this out in one day. It's a lot of work. I mean, they had a lot of guys there, but they were doing cutting and hammering and cutting all of these to size. So that's really good on their part. As you can see, we got a lot of the electrical ran here. It's all pretty much dry fitted, dry ran about, I would say 90% complete. What we still have to do now is connect to our circuit breaker and also add a couple more wiring spots. But that means that we don't have as much light or options for electricity as we once did because a lot of it is taken out now. So we're using supplemental lamps for now. But I'm really happy that the electrician came early on a Saturday to actually tie all this up while the other workers weren't here. And so he was able to make really good progress. Props to him. And if you need somebody in the local area in Indiana, central Indiana, let me know. Got a perfect guy for you. So that does it for today's video, this week's video. Week number 4, we had a lot packed in there. It was a good 6-day work week for the guys. Tune in next week for week number 5 to see how much more we get accomplished. Until then, I'm gonna turn on this cool little air purifier so we can clean up all of the dust and we won't be breathing that in and the air quality will be a lot better. See you next time.